Hey everyone. So in this video, I'm going to take just a few minutes to talk a little bit about creating an outline for an essay. One of your assignments this week is to do just that, to create the outline for your final exam essay. Now, that final exam essay, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be choosing either your evaluation paragraph from writing assignment 1 or your compare-contrast paragraph from writing assignment 2. You're going to use the same topic, whichever one you choose. You're not creating an entirely new evaluation or an entirely new compare-contrast. You're going to take the topic that you used for your evaluation paragraph, if that's the one you want to go with, or you're going to choose the topic you wrote on for the compare-contrast paragraph, if that's the one you decide to go with. But you're going to choose one of those, and you are going to expand on your ideas to create a 5-paragraph essay, possibly a 4-paragraph essay if you choose to go compare-contrast and you do the one side at a time approach. I will discuss that more in the video that's located in the instructions for the outline assignment. But that's what we're gearing up towards. We spent the first half of the course talking about how to write a good, solid, standalone paragraph. And then you wrote 2 different types of standalone paragraphs. And then we switched gears and we started looking at how do we then write a full essay? What else do we need to learn about? We need to learn about introductory paragraphs and thesis statements. We need to learn about body paragraphs, because now we're not just going to have one paragraph, we're going to have multiple paragraphs that explain our ideas. And then we have to have a concluding paragraph, right? So outlining can help you plan the structure of that essay. It helps organize your thoughts. It helps keep you on track as you then begin typing the essay, because you have this outline that you can keep coming back to and saying, okay, what was I going to do for my first main point? Oh yeah, this one. What were my general supporting examples that I was going to use in that paragraph? Oh yeah, it was these things. So it helps keep you on track and keep you focused so that the essay comes out the way that you planned it, right? Now, not everybody is used to creating outlines to help them write. So I did want to take a few minutes, like I said, to show you an example of an outline, because and I'm using the same format that you're going to be asked to use in the outline assignment this week. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. Okay, so what we have here is a sample outline for an evaluation essay. And I'm using Chili Time, which you had to read for homework last week. I thought it would be a little easier if you could see something that you're already familiar with and see how that essay would have been outlined prior to the author actually writing the essay. So the first item on your outline is going to be your thesis statement. If you remember when we learned about evaluation paragraphs, the PowerPoint for that lesson had several sample paragraphs for you to read. One of those paragraphs was on Chili Time. And then for homework last week, you got to see how that student took that paragraph, expanded on the ideas to create a full essay on Chili Time. What you'll notice is that her thesis statement for the essay, for the introductory paragraph, is pretty much exactly what her topic sentence was for her standalone evaluation paragraph. So if you look back at that PowerPoint from when we learned about evaluation paragraphs, her paragraph on chili time, her topic sentence says, with their convenient hours of operation, endless menu options, delicious food, and friendly staff, Chili Time has all the ingredients of an extraordinary restaurant, perfect for any and everyone. All she needs to do for her thesis statement is to take her topic sentence from that paragraph, because that's what she's going to be covering here in the essay. She has to fill out the introductory paragraph. She has to create a whole introductory paragraph around that thesis statement. She has to start off by grabbing our attention, introducing her topic. But that thesis statement, she already had that because she had it as her topic sentence for her evaluation paragraph. So if you had a really good topic sentence for your paragraph, whether it's the evaluation or the compare contrast, that will become your thesis statement. Now, if you didn't do so well on your topic sentence for that paragraph and you didn't revise, then now you're going to need to revise a little bit. You're going to need to take that topic sentence and make it strong enough to serve as a thesis statement. But hopefully, either you did it well the first time or you revised and did it better the second time, or at the very least, you have my feedback back on how you could have done it better had you chosen to revise. So take that feedback so that you can create a good thesis statement for the essay. But that's the first item on your outline, is your thesis statement, not the whole introductory paragraph. Remember, the thesis statement is the last sentence of the introductory paragraph, and it tells the reader exactly what the rest of the essay is going to be about. So that's all you need to write on item 1, just the thesis statement, just like this. The next item on your outline is going to be your transitional topic sentence for your first main point. Her first main point is about their hours of operation. So and remember, her first main point matches up with the first thing she listed up here in her thesis statement. So her transitional topic sentence for this paragraph is going to be, the first noticeably wonderful quality about Chili Time is their hours of operation. What are the examples that she's going to use to support that idea? She's going to talk about their extensive hours, and she's going to talk about how you can dine inside unlike other places. And if you remember from the actual essay, she went into a lot more detail than this in the actual paragraph about their hours of operation. But here on the outline, she just needed to give herself little reminders of what her supporting examples were going to be. So that took care of her first body paragraph, her first main point. The next item on the outline is the transitional topic sentence for the second main point. So up here in her thesis statement, the second thing she listed was their endless menu options. So that needs to be what she talks about next in the essay as well. So her transitional topic sentence for this main point is, in addition to their impressive hours of operation, one of the main things that sparked my interest in Chili Time was their menu options. Matches up. She reminded us where we just came from and told us what this new paragraph is about. And then her examples for this second criteria, she's going to talk about how they serve breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert. She's going to talk about how you can get any of those meals any time of day. And she's going to give examples of different items from each part of the menu. And again, she's not listing specifics here in her supporting examples, just little words or phrases to remind herself what she wanted to talk about in that paragraph, so that when she starts typing it, she can look at the outline and say, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about in terms of their menu options, right? The next item on the outline is the transitional topic sentence for her third main point. So up here in her thesis statement, let's see, what did she list third? Hours of operation and the delicious food. So that should be what she discusses next in the essay. All right, And the food you finally choose to order at Chili Time will always be delicious. I know I can't seem to get enough of it. So yes, this next paragraph is about the food. What is her first example? She's going to talk about the chili cheese fries and describe them. Her second example, she's going to talk about the Time burger and describe it. Right? Then the last thing she listed in her thesis statement was the friendly staff. Right? So she has a fourth criteria, a fourth main point. You might not. You might not have this section right here. You might go straight from point 4, and then point 5 would be your concluding statement. But she happened to have a fourth criteria that she wanted to talk about, so she is adding in an extra paragraph. So her transitional topic sentence for this fourth and final main point says, while the delicious food certainly makes Chili Time a crowd pleaser, Chili Time just wouldn't be Chili Time without the help of their friendly and efficient staff members. Right? So her first example that she's going to use is talking about how they have the same employees. There's not a lot of turnover there. Her second example is how they remember the regulars. And her third example is how they always come and check back and make sure everything's fine. So again, just little phrases to remind herself of what her supporting examples are going to be. And then the last item on the outline is your concluding statement or your final thought. And if you check the concluding paragraph of this essay, this matches up. She knew she wanted to end by saying something like, if you've never been to Chili Time, then what are you waiting for? And once you go, you will never again have to check your watch, because there it is always Chili Time. Right? So that is what you're going to be assigned to do in the outline assignment for this week. You first will have to choose which of your paragraphs you're going to use. And then you're going to have to tell me what your thesis statement is going to be. And then you have to come up with your transitional topic sentences and list what your examples are going to be for each of your main points. Remember that transitional topic sentence is the first sentence of that paragraph. So her paragraph about their hours of operation, the transitional topic sentence here, that's the first sentence of that paragraph, topic sentence. Remember, we learned about those. We've learned how to make them transitional now that we are putting paragraphs together in an essay. You have to guide your reader from the previous paragraph to the new paragraph. And she gives great examples of that here. But this is what you're going to be asked to do. And even if you're using your compare contrast paragraph, you're still going to do the same thing. It's just going to look a little different. Actually, the outline for a compare contrast essay, if you're using the point by point approach, still looks almost exactly like this one. If you're using the one side at a time approach for compare contrast, then your outline is going to be a little different, but it's still the same concept. It's just giving yourself the basic structure of the essay so that when it's time to actually type it next week, you will have an easier time doing so. You will remember exactly what you wanted to talk about, exactly what your examples were going to be, and it will keep you focused and on track. Okay? So hopefully this helps clarify things a little bit. If you're still a little unsure about what this final exam essay is all about, don't worry so much about that right now, because again, I explain it in a little more detail in the video that's in the outline instructions. Okay, but I just wanted to give you a little refresher on what an outline is, how to fill it in, and why it's useful. So if you have any questions, let me know, but maybe wait until you look at the assignment for the outline. And then after you watch that video, if you're still confused and still have questions, please reach out to me, okay? All right, otherwise, you guys are set to go ahead and move on.